want to welcome you back to Boxing Jabs tonight. We're going to talk about boxing's biggest upset. Sabastian Foundora becomes unified super welterweight championship by upsetting Tszyu to win the WBO and WBC to become unified super welterweight champion. First, I would like for you to subscribe to this channel, hit that like button, hit that notification button, but also comment on this video. We thought that Tszyu would walk in the ring and beat Foundora. Foundora had just got KO'd masterfully by Mendoza, someone that Tszyu beat earlier last year, late last year. But Foundora, who sat out almost a whole year, got himself together mentally, physically, stepped in 12 days before this fight and pulled a huge upset. They were already talking about Tszyu fighting either Errol Spence or Terrence Bud Crawford. But this man walked in the ring and fought a bloody battle against Tszyu and beat him using his boxing skills. And once you saw that huge cut on Tszyu's forehead, you knew there was a different change, a different momentum in the fight. And what Foundora did tonight was not be his more or less thug type, mix up type fight. Or he used his boxing skills to beat Tszyu. He used his height, he used his length, he used his ring generalship to beat Tszyu tonight. And Tszyu had problems because he really could not see. That blood was coming down by the ton. It was making him look like a whole bloody mask in this fight. And Foundora took advantage of that. And it's great to see how a fighter can make a huge comeback after a devastating, I'm talking about that Mendoza knockout was devastating. And to see him come back and defeat a guy who was at the top of the world. I'm talking about he could pick between Crawford and Spence. And he was talking about fighting Spence 2 days ago, but he forgot about Sabastian Foundora. And Foundora came in, he was focused, he was already in training, which was good. He was ready for this fight, and he stepped in and he put on a masterful display, and he deserved to be unified champion. Now Errol Spence steps in the ring, says he wants to fight him. I know Foundora will fight him because that's good money for him. You know, that's a good fight. We don't know if Spence is physically or mentally ready to step in the ring for Foundora. This is the time and the place where you should fight Errol Spence. And let me tell you something. Tszyu is going to have to take a step back. He's going to have to gather himself. And, you know, he can make a comeback after this fight because he was a bloody mess. And it's hard to see how great a fighter is until you see him have difficulties in a fight. This when you see greatness. He may be a good fighter, but he's not a great fighter. Because a great fighter would have found a way to pull his fight out. Tszyu couldn't. You know, that bloody mask set him back. You could see it disturbed, you know, the force that he had behind him. And Sabastian just took advantage of everything a boxer should take advantage of. He had the height, he had the length, he had the skill to beat Tszyu. And like when they asked the sister what should he do, she said nothing, just do what he's been doing. And that's what Sabastian did. So sometimes you can take a loss, you can come back. You know, there's nothing about losing a fight. All fighters have lost. Sugar Ray Robinson lost. Muhammad Ali lost. It depends on how you come back after losing that fight. And we've seen Sabastian Foundora come back spectacularly and beat Tszyu in a tough, bloody matchup. You got to give his kid credit, got to give his family credit, got to give his corner credit, especially for taking this fight, because this might have been the only chance he got to fight for this title. They thought he was going to be a pushover after being knocked out by Mendoza. But come to find out, he is now the man at 140 with the unified WBO and WBC super welterweight champion. Hey, you got to get a kid credit, and I'm going to give him credit tonight for being the man that he is. I would love to hear your comments in the comment section. I want to thank you for listening to Boxing Jabs. I hope you subscribe to this channel, smash the like button, but also share this video.